Good afternoon and welcome to the WHSFA's 2020 Coach Recognition Ceremony. I'm Adam Jacoby, Executive Director of the Wisconsin High School Forensic Association, and it is my distinct privilege to welcome you to this virtual ceremony. And welcome to the WHSFA. All right, so this would have been our 125th anniversary of the founding of the Wisconsin High School Forensic Association in 1895. And we were robbed of the opportunity to celebrate that in person at the UW-Madison campus. But when we are able to come together again, we'll have a tremendous ceremony that will pay honor and deep respect to the heritage of this association, of the activity of interscholastic forensics across Wisconsin. I'm going to shift gears a little bit here to our recognition today. In his book, Servant Leadership, A Journey into the Nature of Legitimate Power and Greatness, revered leadership expert Robert K. Greenleaf wrote, "The servant leader is a servant first. It begins with a natural feeling that one wants to serve first, as opposed to wanting power, influence, fame, or wealth." Over its 125 years, the Wisconsin High School Forensic Association has been successful in facilitating interscholastic speech, debate, and theater activities because of contributions of servant leaders. One of those servant leaders, Linda Luce, was taken from us too soon. So we named an award in her honor because not only did she give of her time and talents to the WHSFA, but was a servant leader in speech and debate organizations with a presence in Wisconsin. The impact of her work touched countless students in Wisconsin and across the United States. Here to share a very personal perspective of Lynn Luce was a former student of hers, as well as her daughter, Kate Greenfield.
Hello, thank you for having us. I'm Kate. This is my daughter, Penny, my daughter, Lucy, and my husband, Eric. And we are here so honored to keep her legacy alive. Forensics was a huge part of her life and her livelihood, and she gave a lot to the organization and fostering leadership within students. And we're just so honored to be a part of keeping that legacy alive and honoring people that do the same work.
Thank you, Kate and family. Today, we commemorate two individuals who live out the spirit of Lynn through their contributions to interscholastic forensic activities. Our first honoree is Ruth Phillips, an art teacher and forensic speech coach at Stoughton High School, as well as WHSFA District 11 Chair, coordinating speech festivals in South Central Wisconsin. As forensic speech coach, Ruth works tirelessly with students to cultivate constant improvement and builds a lasting rapport for which she is respected by her colleagues. As a leader of her peers, she masterfully de-escalates tensions and fosters proactive planning and communication to ensure the contests in her area run smoothly. Shauna Wesley, coach at Milton High School, says of Ruth, "I am impressed with her integrity and commitment to her role as District 11 Chair. I know she has made several personal sacrifices to dedicate her time, and that has not gone unnoticed nor unappreciated." Brenda Morris, coach at Lake Mills High School, said, "She sends a lot of proactive reminders, which is helpful to even an experienced coach like me when I have so many other plates spinning. Ruth makes my job easier." Indeed, isn't that the mantle that every good leader carries? I will add that as executive director of the WHSFA, having highly capable district chairs like Ruth complements the work we do statewide by keeping coaches engaged at the most local level of our organization. And with Ruth's stewardship, communication among District 11 coaches is among the most effective in the state. So without further ado, I'd like to offer congratulations to Ruth Phillips, and she'll share a few words of wisdom with us.
Thank you, Adam, and also Kate and family. I am honored to accept the Lynn Luce Leadership Award. I pride myself on being organized and hardworking and dedicated to service motivated, and I like to motivate others, a good listener, and also be able to connect with other people. And I think a lot of these I attribute to what I learned in 4-H and my early guided leadership of Ramel Beinemers and Jarlene Snorheim, and my drama coach, Jerry Lang, and my personal experiences in 4-H and also in high school gave me the confidence I needed to pursue leadership roles even in college. And as a UW-Madison student, I was business manager and operations assistant of Ogg Hall. I was also a House Fellow in Chadbourne and a senator for the Wisconsin Student Association. My first teaching experience was 30 years ago in Edgar, Wisconsin. And that I had an opportunity to hold many leadership roles and once again reconnect with WHSFA as a one-act play leader and also forensics coaching with Mr. Richard Gunther. I've coached for 19 years, and although I've held many leadership and coaching positions throughout my teaching career, I would have to say that it has been an honor for the last 4 years to hold the position of the WHSFA District 11 Chair, serving 25 schools and actively participating in speech and one-act play competitions. It is a pleasure working with all of my district coaches. It's easy to be a leader when you are working and surrounding yourself with individuals who have the same passion that you do. And in District 11, there's so many coaches that volunteer to help out during our competitions that's the reason that they really run smoothly. I want to thank all of the coaches in District 11 for supporting me as their leader, but also for their dedication and hard work as coaches. And without you, of course, my job would be a lot more challenging. I would also like to personally thank Shauna Wesley of Milton High School and Brenda Morris from Lake Mills High School. They are outstanding coaches, and thank you for your nomination letters and for your continued leadership and support. Thanks also goes out to the staff and administration at Stoughton High School. I want to say thank you for supporting me in my many requests for hosting forensic events at Stoughton High School. Lastly, I would like to thank my family, my mom, Sandy Leathan, and my late father, George Leathan, for instilling in me the importance of service and hard work. And my husband, Matt, and my son, Jack, for their support in the many nights and weekends that I spend away from home. Thank you for selecting me as the recipient of the Lynn Luce Leadership Award. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth, for those really kind words to all those amazing people. Our second honoree is David Winkler. Yes, we have two this year because as the committee reviewed the applications, they saw the amazing qualities in both of this year's honorees. And as we think of the memory of Lynn, she would have wanted both of these outstanding educators to be recognized for their hard work. David Winkler is an English language arts teacher, yearbook advisor, and forensic speech coach at Wrightstown High School, and member of the WHSFA Speech Advisory Committee, which recommends rules and best practices for interscholastic speech activities. Winkler has coached his forensic speech team to multiple Excellence in Speech Awards at the WHSFA State Speech Festival. He engages in conversations to bridge the gap among various interscholastic speech associations with a presence in Wisconsin and serves as a mentor to his peers. Terry Erickson, coach at Freedom High School, says of Winkler, "Dave welcomed me as a new coach, recognized my hesitance, and took it upon himself to offer any help that he could. He invited my team to Wrightstown for Friday night pizza practices to help my students get more feedback and exposure." Keith Halverson, assistant coach at Wrightstown, spoke about how Dave tripled the size of his team during his relatively short tenure of about 8 years and has partnered with retired coaches like the legendary David Luce to assist in helping his students, even as Dave helps peer colleagues like Terry. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dave Winkler.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. To me, the WHSFA is like an old friend. It provided me with some of my most cherished high school memories. As an adjudicator from 1997 to I think 2011, I always looked forward to the many trips I made to Marinette, O'Connell Falls, and Madison to encourage young performers and to continue the dialogue with colleagues. As a coach since 2012, I've delighted in providing the absolute best forensics experience for my own students. And the WHSFA has played a major role in that objective. To be recognized by the WHSFA is a tremendous honor, and I want to take this opportunity to recognize the many people who've been instrumental in my forensics journey. First of all, to Tammy McQuillan, my very first forensics coach. Those who know me well know how awkward I can be. Now imagine me in 8th grade at the pinnacle of awkwardness. Mrs. McQuillan took the time to work with me and provided the encouragement I needed to succeed. To Felicia Kroll, my high school speech teacher, whose rigorous expectations and kind-hearted nurturing helped me to grow. To Pastor Rich Block, who stepped up to coach so we were able to have a high school forensics team in Gillett. To Connie Rodicus, Tricia Yarborough, and the many other coaches who were willing to provide me with judging opportunities before I began coaching. To the Wrightstown the Wrightstown Community School District, including administrators Carla Bubaltz, Scott Thompson, Craig Hayes, and Bob Calawerts, who provided me not only with the opportunity to coach, but also with the support and the resources to provide the very best experience to our students. To Terry Erickson, Johanna Funk, and my fellow sub-district coaches, I couldn't imagine a finer group of colleagues. To Keith Halverson, who's helped our team in Wrightstown from day one and has been my most enthusiastic supporter. To Amy Herrick, Deborah Wire-Tross, Michael Tross, and Randall McCutcheon, who have all graciously given of their time to coach. To Dave Lose, my mentor and my friend, who more than anyone has given of his time and talent to nurture me as a young coach. It's no coincidence that our program in Wrightstown took off in 2017 when Dave first began to volunteer. To Adam Jacoby, Pam Belden, and the leadership of the WHSFA for the opportunities they provide and for running what is truly a well-oiled machine. To the leadership of the WFCA, the NCFL, and the NSDA for providing additional opportunities, encouragement, and support to our students and to me as a coach. To the fine young men and women who have populated our team since 2012, you've helped to forge so many great memories, and it is truly an honor to serve you. I couldn't even begin to name all of you here, but you should know that you motivate me to be my very best. And most importantly, to my wife, Erica, and our children, Cynthia, Dina, and Sophia, who all share me with the team. Coaching creates many demands on our time, and their willingness to accommodate these demands makes this all possible. So when I think about what speech means to me, ultimately, speech is a community of people, and I am blessed to have been surrounded by some of the best. Thank you all so much. This award belongs to you as much as it belongs to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave, for those inspiring words as well. And just thank you both for everything that you do. Having folks like you as a district chair, as a member of the Speech Advisory Committee, really makes my job more enjoyable and more fulfilling, because I know that I have passionate people like you to support the work that I'm doing, to inform me and teach me as an administrator. And that is the true spirit that lives on in Lynn's memory, because as a young coach, she was my mentor. She brought her team all the way down from Wapaka to Milwaukee on an adventure and supported me in holding a new invitational event because she had a heart the size of Alaska, as the largest state that I can think of, just expanding way above and beyond Wisconsin's borders. And in her last years was so tied into the fabric of WHSFA in so many ways. And so we commemorate her memory in honoring amazing individuals like you. Thank you so very much. And that concludes this afternoon's awards ceremony. Take good care, everyone in Internet land. I'm going to unmute everybody else in case you want to say any final words.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody on the internet. I'm famous.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.